They're made by folks who I think had themselves played some of Sid Meier's Gettysburg and some of the Sid Meier's titles. I think he did some Napoleonic stuff too. Sid Meier's, his products were kind of this epic scale and realism in its infancy in video gaming. And, you know, the technology that was available back then, Sid Meier's products were probably about the best that you could really ever do. But what I would say is that Norb Timko and his team with Scourge of War, well, you know, originally Take Command and then Scourge of War, just took it up another several notches. I think the thing that I love the best is the real-time aspect of it, where you're going second by second in real time. And then I also like how much larger that you can make the units and how much broader in scale everything appears here in Scourge of War. So again, they kind of took that Sid Meier's concept and they upped it. They upped the ante with everything in a way that I have always loved ever since I was a little kid. It's the reason why I took to the Civil War like I did. Well, first of all, it's the most important conflict ever in American history, and so that was kind of chief among the reasons why I became so into it. But the grand, you know, scale of troops everywhere and lines of guys and cannons everywhere and flags and all the rest, just a really great traditional battle scene. And I think this game, you know, one cannon is one cannon. When I saw this the very first time, I was blown away. I was like, oh my God. I kind of like Grand Tactician as a sit down, have a session, and play a game. I like it better for that. I like the broader scope of the campaign. This game isn't really one for a campaign. I like the ability to be able to play my own, you know, alt history version of the whole shooting match in terms of the whole war. I like all that better, I would say. I think I like the graphics better. I like the user interface generally. Again, just a whole lot of the gameplay elements of Grand Tactician and the grandness of it. I do love the way that they do the battle map where you're zoomed out and you can see it's more like a paper map and the lines on there that look real representative of the way that they drew up their own battle maps back then. But, and I've said this before, I love this game for what it shows of all of this here. And just the atmosphere, when you get the sound pumping in your ears, and that's one thing I think that they nailed with this one, was the sound is on point. If the visuals aren't stunning, you know, and they really aren't, it's 2D, right, whatever, but the sound is excellent. The tactics are very realistic. The battle, the combat simulation of the Civil War period, which is the thing that I love the most, and to try to portray what it was that the average poor bastards on you know, in the ranks here had to deal with on a day-to-day. That is what I love about what they show here. And I want to, in the future, I want to get more into where I'm doing sandbox battles with entire corps and do actions that are kind of like that, and play like little made-up battles with entire corps to show you just how epic it can be with you in command of it all. I think there's a 10-mile map of Gettysburg, or there's a gigantic map of Gettysburg where you could actually do an army versus army. That is something that's probably a bit unwieldy, I will say. Probably a bit much. But there's more than just the Civil War product, right? I love also the way they portray Napoleonic combat in the 19th century era. And there's a Scourge of War for Waterloo, the 100 Days, And there's even some mods that help extend that gameplay onto some other battles as well. And so you can bet you're going to see me playing that content too. I think the immersion in this game, I'll never forget the first time I played my old version of my old copy, the original Scourge of War Gettysburg. I played the Antietam battle, full battle as the Confederates. And I'll admit to you that I'd taken a little ganja at the same time or just before I played. And I mean, I was able to almost, I felt like just gain a greater appreciation of what it was that these dudes all had to deal with. The way it looked, you know, it helped me see what it was I'd really only read about and watched on battle maps with animated little lines moving back and forth and things. This helped me see a little bit closer what it was really like for the troops and the commanders on the ground, what challenges they really faced tactically in combat situations in this era. No game like it, this one, for that at all. Oh, dude, the free demo for this game, I played Take Command First Bull Run. I don't even know if you know what that is. Take Command First Bull Run was the Battle of Bull Run with this engine way back in, I don't even know, 2009, 2008, 2009. I played that. I played Take Command Second Manassas. A little bit after that, Empire Total War. It's one of the best Total War games. It's probably the best Total War game ever made. I got tired of the Total War campaigns, though. I really did. They're very playable, extremely broad appeal, very, very playable. The graphics, of course. It's just that I've been playing games ever since I was in my teenage years, and I guess I was in my Total War phase from Rome Total War in about 2004 up to about when I discovered this game, and also when I discovered a couple of other games that took the strategic piece, the campaign element, and opened the box up on that a whole lot more. Crusader Kings 2, Crusader Kings 3, all of the Paradox titles, Europa Universalis, those basically made Total War seem like child's play. And so I got real in, because I love the complexity. I love complex systems and the little deet of this and the deet of that, and then the change of this and the change of that, and then Victoria 2, Victoria Revolutions. All of those games kind of moved me off of Total War almost entirely. I don't think I played really Total War in a meaningful way. I don't know. It's probably been 15 years.